Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I wasn't asked why I'm convinced Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At Enchain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Is the market that effectively BSV is going for, is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion?
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Alrighty people, good evening. Welcome to Satoshi TV, aka Bitcoin SV TV, aka It's Just Bitcoin. Today's date is Sunday, the 11th of July, 2021. Let's crack on with it. Got some exciting news today. First of all, we've had Richard Branson's first ever tourist space travel successfully take off and land on Richard Branson's birthday, which is today. And we've also got the England versus Italy match coming up. The first time England football team has been in a major tournament finals for 50 years, somebody told me. Amazing, amazing. So let's get on with today's news. So this is the first thing I want to bring up. Look at this. So I said here, the last time Roger Ver appeared on B Crash TV was over a year ago. Where art thou, Roger Ver? He has literally just disappeared. Like literally just disappeared. There's no trace of him. Really, even on Twitter. I mean, let's have a look. He's blocked me anyway, but at Roger K. Ver bot. Roger K. Ver. Yeah, look at that. Not surprised, really. But tell you what we'll do. We'll just send that. I know what I'll do. Just search them on my snooping profiles. Let's have a little look at this. At Roger K. Ver. This is him. So when was his last tweet? So this was whoa! It's not even a pinned tweet. Look, April 26th. April 26th was Roger's last tweet. So April, May, June, July, oof. And now we've got someone else who was related, involved with Binance. Let's have a look at this. And there you go. Look, Catherine Coley. So I said, yeah, her last retweet was the 19th of April. 19th of April. So around the same time as Roger Ver. So I said maybe eloped with Roger Ver, who's also vanished. You know, who knows? So, but Amy Carstridge pointed this out. She said, so where is Catherine Coley, the former CEO of Binance? Like, where has she gone? And I found her on Google. Had to Google her. Here we go. Catherine Coley, Twitter. There we go. Look, that's her. View tweets. Obviously, you know, shitcoiners get blocked. Nothing personal. But look at this. Her last retweet was on the 19th of April, and that was a retweet. Look, they're all retweets. Look, all these people are slowly, like, just kind of like, you know, taking themselves off social media, hoping that nobody noticed them. You know, Bloomberg TV has been it has been a mocked industry. We have seen validation after validation. CEO of Binance US tells the Stalwart and Roman Botsnik, she's cheery on Coinbase as it goes public. Yeah, and then just like vanishes into the shadows. She probably had loads of shares in it anyway. It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, all they're doing is exit scamming. None of these have any respect or understanding for Bitcoin. I mean, look at that, 44,000 followers, and she's just disappeared. You know, shame on you. You know, I mean, because we all know what's coming. We're going to see more and more influencers doing this, suddenly realizing, and they're just like, oh my god, all these years I've been misleading people. Yes, you have been a douchebag. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, watch this space, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't going nowhere, I can tell you that much. You know, well, not in my mind, but look at this. So let's look at this one. I remember this. SEC charges 3 people for long blockchain corp insider trading. Did I go over this already? In December 2017, at the peak of the era, that many refer to as a cryptomania, New York-based beverage maker Long Island Iced Tea changed its name to Long Blockchain Corp. At the time of the rebrand, the beverage makers said they would transition out of manufacturing beverages and focus their efforts on blockchain technology. After the rebrand, shares of Long Blockchain Corp rocketed upwards by more than 380%. Intraday, unfortunately, Long Blockchain Corp never transitioned into producing blockchain technologies, which is one of the reasons that the 3 individuals connected to the company have been charged with insider trading related to the Long Blockchain Corp stock. So what happened today? The SEC announced that they have charged 3 individuals. An undisclosed individual and works at Long Blockchain Corp, Cayman Island-based stockbroker Oliver Barrett Lindsay, and Gannon Gijuere for insider trading Long Blockchain Corp. The undisclosed individual leaked the information regarding Long Island Iced Tea's rebranding to their friends and stockbroker Oliver Barrett Lindsay. Beyond giving Barrett Lindsay this information, the individual shared a draft of the company's press release announcing the rebrand with Barrett Lindsay. Subsequently, Barrett Lindsay passed on the information he knew about Long Island Iced Tea to his friend Gannon Gijuere. Gijuere purchased 35,000 shares of Long Island Iced Tea after hearing the news. When Long Island Iced Tea officially made the announcement, its stock immediately soared. Within 2 hours of the announcement, Gijuere sold his 35,000 shares in Long Block Island Corp for $160,000 profit. This isn't the first time that both Barrett Lindsay and Gijuere have been under investigation for a criminal matter related to equities trading. The 2 were previously charged due to their connection and the alleged role they played in a stock manipulation scheme. This case is currently in litigation. Blah 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 blah. Well, history repeats itself. This insider trading case from the SEC shows that it takes law enforcement officials some time to catch up and crack down on illicit actors. The Long Island Iced Tea Blockchain Corp incident happened almost 4 years ago, but regulators are just beginning to make a dent in the case. Good grief. During this market cycle, there were far fewer, if any, publicly traded companies that changed their names to take advantage of popularity and interest around blockchain technologies and digital currency. However, there were individuals promoting blatant scams and fraudulent digital currency projects. Financial regulators around the world are increasingly paying more attention to the blockchain and digital currency markets as they become more popular, and there is good chance that this is not the last time we will see the SEC charge individuals associated with a blockchain or digital currency based company or scam. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, there's going to be, honestly, we know the amount of scam. Yeah, if you're a scammer, you know you're a scammer. You know, you want to try it, you roll the dice, that's fine. Chances are you're going to get caught because it's on a ledger. Absolute fools. There is no such thing as a clever criminal. They're absolutely ridiculous, but never a dull moment in crypto, peeps. You know, stay tuned. So let's have, I just saw this. Oh dear, oh dear. Another one gone wrong. Great buy, question mark. Bitcoin trades at a record 59% below Stock-2-Flow BTC price model target. Plan B is going to be like, oh no! Like, we knew this Stock-2-Flow model was absolute bobbins right from the get-go. Honestly, absolutely ridiculous. Maybe this is why the short positions have gone up. Who knows? Bitcoin has never been so far below where the Stock-2-Flow predictions call for it to be. Coin has never been as far below its target price as it is now. The Stock-2-Flow model shows this week. In a tweet on July 10th, Lex Moscovy, Chief Investment Officer at Moscovy Capital, showed Stock-2-Flow flagging a historic moment in Bitcoin's 12-year lifetime. Great buying opportunity. Oh my god, this shitcoin is going in again. With Coin USD showing few signs of a genuine bullish recovery, the pair has been drifting even further from the price that the Stock-2-Flow model calculates it should have. Stock-2-Flow is arguably the most popular of the Coin forecasters and has historically tracked BTC price action with surprising accuracy, taking every anomaly into account to remain valid. As Cointelegraph reported, however, current behaviour is giving Stock-2-Flow a run for its money, and as now its target price comparatively has never been so far from reality. Negative Stock-2-Flow deflection is the highest it's ever been in the whole Bitcoin history, Moscovsky commented. This is a great buying opportunity if you're a believer in this model. Dough. According to the Stock-2-Flow, multiply BTC USD should be trading at 82,703, nowhere near that, on Saturday. At the time of writing, the actual spot price was 33,850, 59% lower. The model's creator, Plan B, has stuck by a seriously bullish view on Coin for 2021. His latest price prediction calling for $135,000 by December as a worst case scenario. That is absolutely hilarious. I mean, it just shows you how deluded these shitcoiners are. Literally, shitcoiners, shit for brains. My goodness me. The analyst is currently off the grid and not commenting on events, promising to return in August, which has a minimum price target of around $47,000. It's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. Oh dear. Plan B has never ruled out the Stock-2-Flow becoming invalidated at any point, just like any traders, ups and downs. And this could become a reality if the most bearish scenario becomes reality. Among them is a $10,000 warning from Scott Maynard, the Guggenheim executive, who this week claimed that there was not any reason to buy Coin under current conditions. Other data points to an extended recovery period for Coin fundamentals. There are none because of the SegWit protocol, while December could bring selling pressure once more in line with the historical precedent. That's why short positions are stacking up. Ooh. Honestly, just absolute idiots. Absolute idiots. You know, I'm utter contempt for them as well. You know, I mean, it's not like, you know, it's like I'm doing my best to educate people on the fact that SegWit protocol is absolutely and utterly worthless, you know. You know, and they shun me, they block me, do whatever. You know. And now it's, oh, we're wrong. What could have gone wrong? Well, you're an idiot, that's why. Like, good grief. Good grief. And I saw this just now. Check this out. Another douchebag that I blocked. Look, man who accidentally threw away 7,500 coins on hard drive has new plan to retrieve his BTC. I've blocked this douchebag as well because he supported B Crash, and he's still a B Crasher. On about that piece of shit. Like, honestly. So a man who accidentally, James Housey, his name is. The British man, I think he's actually Welsh, who accidentally threw away his computer with 7,500 cool coins on it, on its hard drive, has come up with a new plan to retrieve his lost coins from the city landfill. We estimate there are between 300,000 and 400 tons of waste to look through, he said. A man on a mission to retrieve 7,500 lost coins. James House, there we go. An IT engineer who accidentally threw away the hard drive of an old computer containing 7,500 coins back in 2013 has not given up his quest to retrieve his coins. The 35-year-old from the city of Newport in the UK has shared with the Sun publication his 12-month plan to search the city landfill using X-ray scanning devices and AI technology, noting that this would be a proper search, not just somebody going in with a bucket and spade, the British man affirmed. He said here, we have a system with multiple conveyor belts, X-ray scanning devices and AI scanning devices that would be trained to recognise items that are a similar size and density to the hard drive. This would be a delicate search because we wouldn't want to damage the hard drive in the process. You can't just use a claw grabber, he emphasised. We've spoken to excavation experts and the proper engineers to make sure it was all being done correctly, as well as in a way that was safe for the environment. Howes added that over the past 4 or 5 months, he's been talking to some of the best data recovery experts in the world to make sure we can get it off the hard drive. The search will be costly, but Howes said that his plan is backed by the very rich hedge fund willing to cover the cost of the search and the equipment involved in exchange for the lion's share of his fortune. Oh, I might get it back. Howes believed that his hard drive has a 200 metre square area that could be 15 metres deep. That's a lot of rubbish on top of that. On aerial photographs of the site, the IT engineer said. He said, we estimated there's between 300,000 and 400,000 tons of waste to look through. Despite having a plan, Howes has said the Newport City Council would not let him search the landfill even after he offered them £55 million, which is $76 million. The Newport City Council explained that the cost of digging up the landfill, storing and treating the waste could run into millions of pounds without any guarantee of either finding it or it still being in working order. Moreover, the council stated that excavation is not possible under licensing permit, and excavation itself would have a huge environmental impact on the surrounding area. At the time of writing, 7,500 cool coins are worth around $246 million, according to data from Bitcoin.com markets. There's a lot of money, but he threw it away. The guy's a dickhead. There, I said it. He's supporting B Crash, in the fork. Absolute idiot. He doesn't deserve him, There's no respect for what Bitcoin actually truly is at all, So, I don't have any sympathy for him, really. He blocked me anyway. This is US Senator invests in Coolcoin and Ethereum via Grayscale. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Dear, oh, dear. Massive fail. Let's see this one. US Senator Patrick Toomey has declared investments in Grayscale's Bitcoin and Ethereum trust. He declared shortly after following, it shortly followed one by fellow Congressman US Representative Barry Moore, who declared that he had invested in Dogecoin, Ether and Cardano. These are congressmen. These are congressmen buying Dogecoin, Ether and Cardano. Literally, that's just utter gambling. Pure speculation. I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. You would think the senators might have actually done a little bit of research. I mean, it's not like they don't have a lot of resources available to them. Do you know what I mean? Bitcoin Association. I mean, Craig, how many times has he said that he's the Satoshi Nakamoto? And they're buying shit like that. Absolutely unbelievable. A growing number of US lawmakers are investing in cryptocurrencies or crypto-related investments, according to a periodic transaction report filed on July 7th. US Senator Patrick Toomey from Pennsylvania declared 2 personal cryptocurrency investments, each worth $1,000 and $15,000. One was in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, the GBTC, and the other in Grayscale Ethereum Trust. Oh, another one, just Coolcoin and Ethereum. Oh my god. I mean, they lose the lot. Absolute crap. Total crap. Let's have a look at this. Periodic transaction report. Oh, so that's his report. So purchase amount doesn't say the exact amount, does it? Is that 15,000 in BTC and 15,000 in Ethereum? Maybe he's trying to, not disclose the entire sum. The senator's investments have decreased in value since his purchase. He invested in Grayscale Bitcoin Trust on June 15th when the price was around $33.23. At the time of writing, it's fallen to $27.65. As for his investment in Grayscale Ethereum Trust, the price was $24 on June 14th when he bought it, but the price has since dropped to $20.41 at the time of writing. Toomey has recently voiced concerns about crypto regulation, and yet he's buying it. A few days before investing in Grayscale Bitcoin and Ethereum Trust, the senator wrote a letter to Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen urging the Treasury Department to make significant revisions to the crypto's proposal by the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. He believes that if the current proposals are adopted, they would have a detrimental impact on financial technology, the fundamental privacy of Americans, and efforts to combat illicit activity. He also raised concerns about the Financial Action Task Force guidance. Well, and then he goes and buys it himself. The lawmaker for Pennsylvania is not the only U.S. senator with Bitcoin-related investments. The outspoken pro-Bitcoin U.S. senator Cynthia Limis from Wyoming owns about 5 CoreCoin. Oh dear. She encouraged people to buy and hold BTC. I encouraged them to save Bitcoin for their retirement. Oh my god, egg on the face. Like, honestly, how stupid have these people got to be? Literally, all you've got to do is scratch the surface, use a little bit of common sense, and you'll discover that Bitcoin is BSV. You're unbelievable. The number of people that they could ask. Some guy, like the only guy in the world declaring that he's Satoshi Nakamoto, even that is worth investigating, if anything. It's just so ridiculous. Honestly, just another level of human behavior that you'd never believe existed unless you actually saw it. Just absolutely crazy. Check this one out. Ukraine uncovers largest illegal mining farm to date. Look at that. The Security Services of Ukraine has located a massive coin minting facility that was illegally connected to the power grid in Vinnytsia. Law enforcement officials claim it's the largest underground crypto mining farm they've found so far, like a minting facility. Ukraine seizes thousands of video game consoles mining crypto with stolen electricity. Ukraine's main law enforcement authority, SBU, announced this week that it had exposed a large-scale electricity theft in the city of Vinnytsia in west-central Ukraine. The stolen power was used to mint digital coins in what officials described as the country's largest illegal crypto farm uncovered to this day. The mining facility was set up by residents of Vinnytsia and the capital Kiev in a former warehouse of the JSC, Vinnytsia Oblenhero. The agency said in a press release published on its website they were able to conceal the theft from the distribution company using electricity meters that did not show the true energy consumption. During the searches of the crypto farm and its operators' residence, law enforcement seized almost 5,000 units of mining hardware, including 3,800 game consoles, over 500 video cards, and 50 processors. Agents confiscated documentation on electricity consumption, as well as notebooks, phones, and flash drives, and the announcement detailed. The operation has been carried out by the SBU Department for Counterintelligence Protection of State Economic Interests, together with the regional SBU office in Vinnytsia and the main National Police Investigation Department under the supervision of Ukraine's Prosecutor General's Office. Illegal mining farm in Vinnytsia steals up to $250,000 of electricity. Preliminary estimates revealed by Ukrainian authorities suggest the illegal mining operation is responsible for losses of electricity in the ranges of 5 to 7 million hryvnia, whatever that is, or between approximately $183,000 and $256,000 at the time of writing. The excessive consumption could have caused power surges and outages in surrounding areas, officials added. The SBU has initiated crime proceedings for unauthorized use of electricity. Investigators are now working to identify all people behind the illegal crypto mining activities and trying to verify if JSC, Vinitisio Oblenhero employees are also involved. The news of the Vintisia comes after last week's Ukraine law enforcement shutdown of an illegal mining farm in Chernihiv Oblast. The facility was powered by stolen electricity from the local electricity network. During a raid of rented warehouses, authorities seized 150 mining rigs that had burned energy for $110,000. In early June, the SBU uncovered a crypto farm with 350 mining rigs that were illegally connected to the power grid in, I'm not going to read that, Dnipropetrovsk Oblast, and had used over $70,000 worth of electricity. Wow, what's this 123-year-old hydroelectric plant sees new life mining Bitcoin. Revenue 3 times higher than selling to the grid. Wow. Bitcoin mining report claims miner energy consumption mix 58% sustainable in quarter 2. Wow, and look, another one going on about Stock-2-Flow. Don't fail. Oh dear, I might have to send that to my cousin just to rub it in, because he was wanting me to read that Stock-2-Flow. Let's just see what this one is about quickly then. So, on Thursday, local reports from Mechanicville, the city located in Saratoga County, New York, say that an old hydroelectric plant constructed back in 1897 was almost dismantled, but today the plant is mining bitcoins. The Mechanicville facility is considered one of the oldest renewable energy plants in the world, and it's now making more money with Coolcoin than selling the electricity to the grid. Wow. Historical hydroelectric machinery from 1897 mines Bitcoin. In the historic district of Mechanicville, New York, there's an 18.3 acre site that is considered one of the oldest renewable energy facilities in the world. Mechanicville hydroelectric plant was built in 1879 by the Hudson River Power Transmission Company, and years ago the plant was almost shut down. The plant is now owned and operated by Albany Engineering Corp, and the company signed a deal with National Grid in order to have continued access to cheap renewable energy. Wow, they've actually got it working there. Amazing. That's a great story. So Jim Bescher, the AEC's CEO, told local reports that AEC is currently making 3 times more money than it would be selling electricity to the national grid. The multinational electricity and gas utility company quotes here, "We can actually make more money with Coolcoin than selling the electricity to the national grid," Bencher remarked in a recent interview. The firm only makes 3 cents per kilowatt hour selling power to the national grid. Bescher further added, "It's the best type of Bitcoin mining because we're using renewable energy. We're just doing it on the side, experimenting with it. We're buying used servers." Albany Engineering Corp converts the Bitcoin into cash. The site leverages the powerhouse built in 1897 as earth embankment and a concrete non-overflow dam. Furthermore, the power site also utilizes a 700-foot-long concrete gravity overflow dam. AEC has dedicated a lot of capital and resources towards extensive renovations, and in 1989, the facility was recorded in the National Register of Historic Places. According to Bescher, the AEC CEO is a little skeptical of Bitcoin, and he told the press the firm immediately converts to cash. Safe. Bescher said that he would have liked to sell the renewable energy to the national grid, but the multinational electricity and gas utility company reneged on an old agreement. AEC has a long running battle with the National Grid, who signed a contract with AEC in 1993. The deal was the Mechanicville hydroelectric plant, and AEC would sell power to the National Grid, priced just under the going market rate. However, when Besher got the Mechanicville operation license, National Grid called the company and allegedly said, "We're not going to honour this contract, and if you don't like it, take it to the judge." AEC got the plant 100% operational, but the Mechanicville's local news reports note that the original 1800s machinery had a hard time maintaining a profit. That wasn't until Bitcoin mining changed the trend. That's a really great story. I'm loving that. Well, that'll do for today, folks, because I need to go and get ready for the football. That's probably why there's nobody in the chat box. So, as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, joy giving, catch everybody soon. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. Buy BSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.satoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.